Both houses of parliament have been adjourned after that tribute to Jayalalithaa. As a mark of respect to the revolutionary leader, both houses of parliament now stand adjourned. I want to take you through, first of all, some live images here from the Rajaji Hall, where many celebrity politicians have just arrived, including Captain Vijaykant, Khushbu Sundar, and certain others who've joined the ranks here, paying tribute to Jayalalithaa. Superstar Rajnikant, is likely to come a little later, possibly, even though there's no real confirmation of that. The atmosphere here is absolutely electric. I want to get a quick voice in from senior journalist and former colleague T.S. Sudhir, who's with us live from this very venue. Sudhir, this electric atmosphere, this ocean of humanity that you and I are both witnessing here at the Rajaji Hall is historic in many ways, and at the same time not very surprising, is it, Sudhir, given the enormous exponential appeal that Jayalalithaa really enjoyed?
Absolutely. It is a tribute to Jayalalithaa that people from not just Chennai but from different parts of Tamil Nadu have arrived to pay their homage to the departed leader. But also very important to note that what we are witnessing and what the AIDMK cadre and all the people who are assembled here are witnessing is a transformation, a transition in the history of the AIDMK party. Remember, led by two charismatic personalities, MJR in the past and then Jayalalithaa, and now the baton in a sense has passed on to relatively unknown leaders. O. Paneerselvam being sworn in as the chief minister late last night, and we still do not know who is going to be in charge of the party, and that is something which we are actually picking up from people here. People do not know, people have an opinion as to what they think of the prospective candidates who could be in charge of the party, and let me tell you, they aren't too happy with the fact that you find Shashikala's family completely surrounding the body. I'm picking up a lot of voices expressing a bit of disenchantment with the manner in which the entire Shashikala episode around Jayalalithaa has kind of played out, especially in the last 74 days when she was hospitalized. Of course, a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of things people like to believe the worst, and that is also playing out, but that's definitely perception, and perception, as you know, Shiv, plays an important role in politics, and at least as far as the AIDMK is concerned, all that is playing out here in front of cameras. Just a while ago, MK Stalin had come, the leader of the opposition in the Tamil Nadu Assembly, and just a couple of minutes back, as you mentioned, Captain Vijaykant of the DMDK also coming here to pay his homage to the departed leader. Shiv?
Yeah, Sudhir, I want to quickly ask you another question because you touched on an important point. Even though it's a chaotic scene here at the Rajaji Hall, we're almost being pushed completely off this, media pedestal, this little square inch of space that we've been given to actually, broadcast from. But, Sudhir, in the midst of this madness, if I could, just show our viewers what's going on here. There is an absolute tsunami of, a crowd here that's pushing most of these cameras off the stage. We are not the story here. The journalists and reporters here are certainly not the story. The people here pushing us off the stage really are the people of the story, aren't they, Sudhir? In many ways, each and every one of these people, has taken the time out, to outpour emotion, to show how, sad and sorrowful they are, in many sense orphaned by the death of Amma. So in that sense, Sudhir, these images that we're seeing here today are not really that surprising. I'm going to come back to you, Sudhir, in just a moment, because I want to show our viewers the other sea of humanity that we're actually witnessing here in Chennai at this point of time, and that is just a few kilometers from where I'm standing. That is the Marina Beach, where Akshaya Nath is currently standing, and where a short while from now Jayalalitha's funeral will take place. It's over to you, Akshaya, as I try and get some bearing over here as our cameras run the risk of being toppled over. Let's cut across to Akshaya for the moment.
Shiv, the entire city is seen to be in a state of shock, and here at the Marina Beach, we can see that there are loads of people coming here. People are coming, and the entire place is flooded, and security officials are also coming in large numbers. The deployment is only increasing over the hour, and it is also seen that senior police officials and people the higher rank have also come down here just to ensure that every preparation that's going on is in place, and also to ensure that all the things are in place and there is not a kind of a havoc situation that is created in the later hours with the intensing crowd. And this is also seen that people are coming in large numbers to pay their respect and also occupy place just to ensure that when their leader comes in here, they have enough time to actually pay their tribute to her. And they're also making their way here so that in many other places it is very difficult to come in. Example, where the place that you are standing in is also very hectic. So now coming here, they at least want to ensure that they'll have a glimpse of their leader. And it is also seen that most of the people who have come here are crying and weeping and mourning, beating their chests and wailing, saying that they want their Amma back. And it's still not settled in them in that the Chief Minister is no longer with them and she's left them alone. Most of them are feeling orphaned, though she's just a leader or just the Chief Minister of the state. For the people of Tamil Nadu, for the people of the AIADMK party, she was more of a mother. She was more than a mother. And this godlike image that she had created, the persona of being the mother, is something that has been reflected here in the crowd that is coming in. And it is seen that in many places here, though the police have kept barricades and have ensured that people don't reach into the area where there will be the final rites performed, they're also trying to stop these crowds from entering inside. The anxious crowd is seen to be breaching in, trying to push their way into the location where the final process will be taking place. And it also needs to be noted that this is the same place where Dr. MGR, the former Chief Minister and mentor of Chief Minister Jayalalithaa, was laid to rest. And at this place too, as soon as Chief Minister Jayalalithaa will be laid to rest, a memorial in her name will also be formed. And it needs to be seen how far and how long it will be taken before the final rites begin. It's only 11 a.m., only after 11, but the kind of the intensity that is reflected here, it is very difficult to handle the crowd that is coming in, and the police officials are working double their time, and deployment is also increasing. CRPF officials have come in, CISF officials have come in, and the police officials are also coming in, and the entire place is being well tracked and is also being ensured that there is no kind of mob mentality or breaching of the area. Shiv.
Number one.
Absolutely, Akshay. I can totally imagine what it's like over there. We're completely overrun by the crowd here. Pretty chaotic, stampede-like atmosphere right here, where we are barely able to keep our footing on this small, tiny little media peninsula. Everything else is just an ocean of humanity. Crowds as far as the eye can see, people as far as the eye can see, tributes being paid, and people everywhere here, with their gestures, with their wails, with their cries, their emotions really on their sleeves as they pay tribute to their departed Amma. As we continue to broadcast live here with some difficulty, I don't want to stop broadcasting from here for our viewers, because I want our viewers to get a sense of what it's like to be here. This is the real sense, right in the middle of a crowd, an absolute crowd of lakhs of people here at the Rajaji Hall who've come to pay tribute. This really is the center, the epicenter of all that emotional outpouring for the deceased leader. But I want to tell you that Jayalalithaa, apart from being a leader, was someone who was admired across party lines, and you will see that in the tributes and the praise she received in her death. Take a look at some of these posts.
I am deeply sad at the sad demise of Jayalalithaa ji. I knew her for all these years. She first entered into Rajya Sabha when I was the leader of the house around early 80s, I think 1983. Since then, on many occasions, I had interaction with her, and on all subjects concerning development and administration, she had a wonderful mastery over facts and theories. She is a fighter. Until the last moment, she fought against the cruelty of disease and sufferings. All other battles she won. But perhaps everybody is to lose one battle, and she has lost that. I pay my respectful homage to her.
God for some and also a diva for many. We are joined by Central Minister Prakash Javadekar. We'll take his reactions. A big loss in the political fraternity.
Yeah, definitely. She was great leader of Tamil Nadu, and she created her own brand, Amma politics, center of which was always poor people, and therefore she offered them packages, but that there was philosophy to it as far as she is concerned, and she wove her all politics around that theme, and therefore she had great connect with poor people.
I've been joined. Sir, Jayalalithaa, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, is no more.
She was not only a towering personality for Tamil Nadu but also for the whole of India. The place that she found in the hearts of millions of people across the state and across the country is a place in which she will live within them forever. I think India has lost a towering public servant, a towering personality, and we join the millions of people in this hour of bereavement.
So, some personal memories of yours? Have you ever met her?
I did at one point of time. A wonderful human being, great magnanimity, great degree of softness in the way she handled herself, and at the same time a very steely resolve in terms of serving her people. That was the wonderful combination that she always
all from the.
She's a very articulate person, very dynamic person. And when she decides to do something, that I have to do this, so she has done that. But not in a anarchic manner, but in a balanced manner. But she is basically a darling of oppressed and depressed people. Done a lot for the poor people. They have lost their much here.
So how big a void it will be for Tamil Nadu politics?
It is a big void. It's a big void, and it is difficult to fill up.
Well, Central Minister Venkaiah Naidu has just arrived here to pay tribute. As you can see Venkaiah Naidu there standing to the right of the mortal remains of Jayalalithaa. He's arrived here just shortly before Prime Minister Modi will be arriving here to pay tribute to Jayalalithaa. And this crowd is going to go even more frenzied once that happens. Two iconic leaders in one arena. Jayalalithaa, the departed, and the current Prime Minister of the country, Narendra Modi. But to understand the phenomenon that was Jayalalithaa, so inscrutable to so many across the country, in a country where we are, after all, pretty used to personality cult figures and hero worship, it is very important to look very closely at her political journey and how an actor transformed into a politician, and an iconic one at that. Take a look.
Before Assembly and general elections, MJR had suffered a stroke and did not campaign directly. It was Jaya who spoke to the people on his behalf. In 1984, MJR ensured that Jaya won a Rajya Sabha seat and she was sent to Parliament to represent the party. Because her language skills were formidable and she spoke impeccable English. Jayalalithaa was MP when MJR died in 1987. And the issue of succession came to dominate Tamil politics. Jaya had been forcibly kept out of MJR's funeral by his widow Janaki. And it seemed to be the end of the road for Jayalalitha's political ambitions. But Jayalalithaa never let adversity get the better of her. She managed to split the party. And while Janaki Ramachandran became Chief Minister, Jayalalithaa managed to ensure a climate of extreme uncertainty in the Assembly. Her actions and links with the Congress party ensured that Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi put Tamil Nadu under President's rule. In 1989, after having spent 5 years as a Member of Parliament, Jairam Jayalalithaa contested the Assembly elections in Tamil Nadu. Her faction of the AIA-DMK won 27 seats, and while the DMK formed the government, Jayalalithaa became the first woman leader of the opposition in Tamil Nadu. A few months later, both factions of the AIA-DMK merged under her leadership, and the stage was set for Jaya to become Chief Minister. In 1991, following the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi, the Congress AIA-DMK alliance in Tamil Nadu swept the polls. They won 225 out of the 234 seats in Assembly and all 39 parliamentary seats. On 24th of June 1991, J. Jayalalithaa took the oath of Chief Minister for the first time.
We're going to slip into a very short break here from our live broadcast from the Rajaji Hall in Chennai. Come right back as we continue our live special coverage here in Chennai. We're leaving you with this song from the movie Izzat, featuring a much younger Jayalalithaa with Dharmendra.